The following is a presentation of RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar, CR, 2024, Elite Year EY 1024, Trex Year TX.Y24, all rights reserved.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar. Presents. This is RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2024.3.
This as we go rail fanning today thanks to the fog yesterday forcing us to scrap yesterday's rail fanning as the fog was so dense. Some trains face red light, while others run on yellow light, as some routes get diverted outside of dense fog advisory area imposed by Trexland Bureau of Meteorology. Also Meteorological Service of Elitopia, Blitzdonesian Weather Service and Tronic Diamond Weather Force. Most of the trains went north to Neo-Ionica in which fog was not as dense there.
Although the fog was dense, it was sunny out but quite cool as Jack had to put on his hoodie.
Yes, however I had to put it on early this morning as it was freezing out during pre-dawn rail fanning as William transported us in his 2002 Ford Ranger.
Yes, this as we to head to near Trex station later on as we to head there via my 2002 Ford Ranger, but we do need to head to the RDK Trex Tower. I came across some dog when we met with Daniel Zarakin in past moments, as I saw him heading to RDK Trex Tower.
This as I and Casper love to play together. This as she is kinda fellows as she is also deterrent to intruders as once then intruder alarm sounds, she wakes up and goes barking toward the intruders to chase them away, perhaps to snarl him on the leg or other means to attack.
Yes, this alongside the home security cameras, once you move in next to my and Trexer's house.
Yes, as I Trexer learn, Casper was even nice to our cats Oliver and Dexter, and dog named Rickster. This as I know, my other dog, Slacker, though different breed, this back on February 17th of last year when Trexland was part of Cripsation in Roblo Federation just before RDK TreX. When I contribute to report on VWGT, some dog came upon me and knocked down my gaming chair, at my former residence now residing the Ions Tars. This is when I had enough of Slacker as I had to eliminate her as she gets sent to the dog pound.
Trexer, you should have dropped her off to the animal shelter, Trex City Trexland SPCA branch, as she would have been adopted by the next owner. Maybe my friends, epically the Ion Stars, perhaps, to me, Daniel Zerkon to be for Casper's buddy. This as I and she to go on a car ride this after. Agad, Casper.
Freeze.
Ahem, sir, whoever saying that, how do you do this? Do you have a dog?
Yes, anyhow I am Jack Peterson and this is Sarah Carl and William Wesley.
Yes, Jack, anyhow you must be Daniel Zarakin.
Yes, as I am owner of the dog Casper. She just tuned one, as I adopted her last week. Anyhow I to meet you two of my friends, Renee and Fred Ionstar. As for you Renee and Fred, you must know the race at 2 at Zen Speedway in Elite City.
Yes, Daniel, as it was supposed to be held yesterday but gets postponed due to fog.
Correct. Fred also it was a tad chilly out, as today is sure a nice day for it. This is I know the second race to occur at 2 o'clock, as I Renee wonder which networks to be covering it within Trex City.
Trex Rev 185 on the radio, also possibly on Trex Vision 4 or Breeze Vision 5 on the television. This is the television here is tuned to Breeze Vision 5 on Type S band. What with the siren? Who's playing the siren audio?
The siren. Hold up.
Trexer,
Real alarm.
not the Type A band being RDK 3000 TriStar television service main from Elite City.
But it is important and urgent and would advise you to listen to hosts
This
on the
makes
TV.
Daniel Zarek wonder.
DLC.
Yikes. Oh my god. I do see that
Trex alert.
some alarm going on. Oh my god. ESPORTS alert. Gonna listen to the DJ as I grab out my Rocket radio tonight to Breeze Radio 100 VOC.
We have since learned, there is an esports match to be held at the top of the hour. Make that 2, one at the top of the hour. Another one this evening after first match. Time to be announced. This is we learn on match number 2. DigiRed Blitz Esports to compete against opponent in the evening as additional details to come over time. But for match number 1, Elite City Cryptors to compete against the opponent. To be named Team Suki, in the Z Fuel, ZGR Esports Gamer Battle Suki Siege 2024. EY 1024, in which Team Suki consists of hardcore gamers invited to compete by the sponsor.
For match 1, they could compete in best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker 2, in which they could compete in 24 and 6 format, half-hour round with break after map 4 if needed. Earlier on BWGT, they have announced the roster for Team Suki during programming break when we were reporting for news brief and summary for RDK TSRT 24-hour news beat at 1324 RDK ELC, in which we deliver report as just in within our This is Rock 96, RTRKDRFM Trex City. I am Rick Blocksar. We want to interrupt the music presentation for subject going on, as we have received calls in the Rock 96 Rock line, on such siren, coming from RDK Trex Center, as we received word from Trex City Police. As they received numerous calls on the siren as they sent out a notice stating to disregard the siren, and most notably, to refrain from calling them, so do not call the cops. Repeat, do not call the police. TCPD to threaten arrest for those who continue. In addition, they have received 911 calls on the siren. This impairs the dispatchers as they tell the public, do not call 911. Repeat, don't call 911 on the siren. That number should only be used for real life-threatening emergencies only. Any misuse of 911 is a crime and will result in fines and jail, up to 3 months and $2,000. Elitobowl viewers in Elite City Metro, the number is 888, and Blitzadinos and listeners on Blitz Dinos and aside, the number is 112, so wherever you are listening to, do not call 911, 888 or 112 on the siren. This as we learn, eSports Alert, special sponsored from down under in Elite City, Elitobowl, to occur 2 o'clock p.m. Trex City, Elite City Cryptors, and Team Suki, at DG Square Elitosat with viewing party here in Trex City at DG Trex, being reason of siren at RDK Trex Tower as Breeze Radio, and we at Rock 96 learn of this a few moments ago.
I never heard of Team Suki. However, the siren has been auto-hushed on the timer.
Yes, as the siren was dreadful. However, since the subject to occur at 2 o'clock, I wonder on the current time.
Me either, as I need to know the time. I know it to occur in the next hour, but how soon? I do note this clock on the sidewall. This as I can read analog. I don't mind the dual system clock. I note the white hour and minute bold hands, also the red second hand ticking the seconds. The current time is 1:45 on a Sunday afternoon, 1:45 p.m. However, what is this clock with the numbers I am stumped on? I do note the inner sub-dial, numbers in normal format 12, 3, 6 and 9 being clock hands indicating time, 11:45.
Sarah, That is unlike the clock on the other side. In normal numbers showing Trex sign and deci time, and the as one in the middle showing local time in main view.
I do note, 7:45 p.m. and less than a dozen Monaros, 20 crons to Trexiate anyhow. What is this on the right? Where it's nearing 11:46 and 9:81 or 9:54.
You mean, 9426? This in KBDT, that is the time in Kanbordeean city being 23:45 toward 23:46 KBTS being 10 time zones ahead of us. Whereas it's 13:46 here being 1:46 p.m.
1:46? Thanks for the time check. I left my watch in my truck, as my phone is turned off. No wonder your watches are more advanced than mine, as mine is a simple quartz high-torque analog watch.
Yes, William, you should note the event in the next 5¼ hours.
Yes, this is Trex City and fellows at RDK Trex Tower to be embracing once clock strikes 7.
Yes, this just 100 days ago, my relative Matthew Zarikin obtained the yacht, he to bring it out for tonight for a cruise along Trex River within Trex City premises.
Yes, Daniel, as I see Matthew hauling it out this morning.
I do note subject on the double-strapped watch, 1,399,780 what? New Tronic Diamond Quad Giatricant at 7.0 KTS? I do heard subject on radio when driving at noon.
Yes, this is the fireworks to occur across the Tronic Diamond Union primary and secondary memberships including Altronic City, Omnistar, Xenopolis City, Silver City, Blitzadinozindula to the east, Casper City, and such, also across Elitopia including Elite City, also here in Trex Land and Trex City at RDK Trex Tower and at Matthew's Yacht on Trex River, with the Tronix Express train to be going through Trex City tonight at 7.
I knew it. This means midnight universal time as the train in specific to be going by. This as for you Sarah and Jack. We to go rail fanning tonight rather than this afternoon at 3 as we must check out the yacht Trexer mentioned soon.
This is I to check the track of the, whoa. Who is video calling me at this time? Casper from RDK main HQ in Elite City.
Casper? Trexer, hope not to confuse to my dog.
Daniel, Trexer means Casper the skunk in diaper, not your dog. This as I learned, the fellow was used to be Ozzy as name was changed just recently.
Noted, Chris is I to name the fellow who rang me in video call to be Casper the skunk. Hello. I am Trexer. Now, I must ask, Casper the skunk, I know you with Hydrox, Skittles, Bradley, and Sorrow with Chubby H Cryptor and Mark X Cryptor. Casper the skunk, why did you have to change your name? There must be a reason for this.
Hello Trexer, this is I was forced to change my name this due to sharing a name that is connected or associated with a creepy weird fellow I came across online as that is suspected to be mistaken for the infamous kinky, fetish, ABDL and TBDL account. Once we searched online, the person is in late 30s to early 40s, posting such unbelievable stuff online. This is once you look up on Ozzy via search, there are literal pictures of character, pooping, peeing, using, filling, humping, stroking, teasing, being tortured, brutally assaulted, tickled and doing NSFW actions as with sexual conduct and so much more.
This is I to query on multimedia search.
Use private search or VPN on it, Trexer.
This explains search request blocked within the network firewall. However, I have authorization to bypass as I manage the RDK Trex Tower and connect to Trex VPN and connect to RDK 3000 TriStar VPN server at the main HQ in Elite City, Elitopia, and retry the query. This is the results show on my laptop tablet combo. Pictures of character, pooping, peeing, using, filling, humping, stroking, teasing, being tortured, brutally assaulted, tickled and doing NSFW actions as with sexual conduct in which in my terms. Doing action in which I call in sporting terms especially in football for Trex Bowl 5 coming up, conducting unsportsmanlike conduct in which yields 15-yard penalty however in hockey, would yield 10-minute misconduct penalty.
I do see person being professional racer named Ozert just prior to race 2 days ago. I see him unirating, beating up, doing sexual consent with kid in the audience and subjects Casper and you said, not only he gets disqualified from the race, he gets oofed with Page and X. Terminated off the platform as with the kid in diapers, named Dennis, a toddler in which Dennis' mother was having a fit and raged. Trex City police needed to be called in as she gets arrested. However Ozert's teammates also gets disqualified and the racing team gets permanently banned from racing. They cross to Elitopia to Elite City's north side but they get sentenced to death as the racers' teammates pose serious risk to safety of minors. As per strict Elitopian and Tronic Diamond law. This calls off the race in which gets held the next day, but the race was going to be scheduled yesterday but gets postponed due to fog, as it would have get held today but it gets further postponed due to track maintenance as it to be scheduled tomorrow at Trex Speedway.
When I and Fred went to Elite City, Elitopia once we rung in 2024 this past New Year's Eve on December 31st, 2023, I do see Hydrox in normal form. Why do he now wear diapers? This is I see him in on the screen of your tablet in the video call.
This makes me wonder, Hydrox, what caused this?
This in response of incident last month when Elite City Elito's hockey team visits when the fan of opponent tried to trax the hockey players, one with bomb in which missed, however caused explosion but damaged a storage room in which startled and distressed me a few floors away wetting my bed, as incident occurs at ground floor, we sleep at third floor, as that also caused severe blowout to Casper, Skittles, Bradley, and Sorrow, their diapers come off, thus requiring cleaning. Operation Bumblebee and new bedding, even new mattresses and flooring, even I need to get new bedding sheets and pillows but my mattress is okay.
Whoa, thank God, no personnel was harmed. However, opponent Blitz City Blackbirds. The team gets instant karma as you said on January 31st, 2024 at 1300 hours, when I was in video call, the team gets the boot from the league, banned from hockey for life. And the roster given death penalty for contributing to acts in arena blown up and Trex City Cryptors to be assigned, in which forces the league to be renamed to ETHF, Elito Trex Hockey Force, with upcoming fixture Elite City Elitos and Trex City Trexers at Rex Arena at 1900 hours on Saturday, February 10th, 2024 with watch party at Trex Arena.
I also do note on hockey match, have the fellows in video call heard of this?
Whoever saying that on Trexer's end, the fellows have since heard of this. Bear in mind I am Mark X Cryptor taking over the video call, as Casper's device is running low on battery and needs to be charged. This is I Mark also know the time as well, 1900 hours, Choi and Desi Newt 0 on Saturday February 10th, 2024 and Trexsiren, Beta 12th, EY 1024, Trexsiren and Minero 0 on Bijuidaduozi Zendai, Alpha Buyer X 12th, TX.Y24.
This as Hydrox and the squad, also I Chubby H Cryptor, also you Mark plus Melissa T Cryptor, Sean T Cryptor and Daniel Hathros to be spectating the hockey game. This as for you Trexer, tickets cost 16 Elitopian Elios, or $40 Trexlandian, 64 Tronic Diamond Sickles, and are still available, so reserve your spot if you, Trex friends, Trexes, Slackers and the Xyla stars in Trex City to come to spectate. The 5 others of the RDK6 will also spectate.
Chub, what you said makes Fred Iron Star beside excited. Fred, cool your jets, you are a fan of hockey, however don't get too excited.
I know, this says I also Renee to be spectating, however I wonder where it gets located in Elite City?
You head south via route to Trex by, Trex GR Corner and Trex Burgers, cross border, note the Ola Elito building, keep south to Tronic Diamond Street, turn left to Elitotronics Street, head past Elitotronics Telemedia, RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ and Aquatics Center. Area toward intersection to the left just past the church, synagogue, and mosque. Once you turn left once you approach Zendome and Zay Park. Beware, Lunar New Year Parade at Elitotronics Street at noon starting from the Chinatown at city's east side district westward to downtown.
Does your friends in Elite City know on this?
Unsure, I am joining Raptor and Fera who are off duty. Trexer here, regarding the hockey match on 10th. I Corey Zanders and my friend Mark Zaniels already know on this at 7 PM on 10th. Welp, they left call so suddenly, they were already aware, maybe Scott Elitistar. I do have him in my contacts. I do note he to live stream ECR and Suki eSports match at 1400 hours as we must note on this. Hello. Trexer here, SEStarzPlays.
Trexer from Trex City.
What? I do apologize.
Apologies, it was Trexer who joined me in video call while guest reporting for eSports match, anyhow. This is I to start my livestream imminently. However, we would have hand off to the VWGT hosts, but they are running behind as there's heavy traffic in one part of Elite City due to outdoor viewing party of esports and the race at the downtown turning to countdown party of Neutronic Diamond Quad Giatricant in late afternoon toward this evening, as there are road closures and detours in place. In the meantime, we hand off to Elito GR ESP Silencast after word from our sponsors. However, for RDK viewers, we say goodbye for now as RDK TSRT Blitz is next. Game on!
Mark Zaniels, why are we heading toward Canberra Telemedia Elitopian Bureau? Corey Zanders, we to ask on the representative on one subject. Which one, Mark? The one similar to the one in 2020, EY1020, toward end of February or beta is 2024, EY1024 is a leap year, Corey. Is it the happy new LeapKan 2K24, Raptor? Yes, Fera, it to occur at 1400 hours Elite City on Wednesday, February 28, 2024, 79.1 EMT, 1900 TRX, 7:55 or 7:4 to 7 sign on Viadas, beta 29th, EY1024. Anyhow, as I Fera check the clock ident on the TV. Corey, it's 13:56 concerning the time. You should note eSports, Elite City Cryptors and Team Suki to begin at 1400 hours. As it got announced not long ago, at 1340, Eric Raystar here. We are geared up for the new Quad J Trokant as we host the countdown sequence at Elito NYE Central this evening. Free dinner prior to event. Admission is free for tonight. Thanks to the special. This is a weekly test of the Elitopian Emergency Public Alerting System. This is only a test.
Diego here. We are hosting the countdown party to the new Quad J Trokant, Latino style. 40% off tacos and chili until NTS 1000.4. Grab your ear protectors as the A6 bell will ring straight at 0 KTS, 7 p.m. Only at El Alarm Aziz, the Alarm 6, 99 Kanbordeean Street West, Elite City, 5522-6666-6666.
I am Robert Alito Arrow. Come join us on the new tropical Quad J Trokant Eve as the patio is open as it's a nice day but cool but patio it's heated. Half price seafood until dawn of NTS 1000.4. Live music starting at 4. We are located at 72 Kanbordeean Street West, Elite City, 5522-784 Costa.
Mark Alito Altronistar here. We are into the final few hundred Kia Trokants to NTS 1000.4 as we are hosting the ultimate new Quad J Trokant party at Altroni Pizza. Half price pizza, wings and more until 0 Kia Trokants, 1900 tonight. 100 Tronic Diamond Street Elite City, 5523 Quad 4s Quad 4s.
Lion Jared Raystar here. We are geared up for the new Quad J Trokant as we host the countdown sequence at Elito NYE Central this evening. Free dinner prior to event. Admission is free for tonight. Thanks to the special esports match just announced, come spectate some esports and meet the faces of Team Suki as they take on Elite City Cryptors at 2 DRBE this evening. The fun never stops at DG Square Elito Sat, 100 Kanbordeean Street West, Elite City, open 7 days a week. This is Jinx News 2 o'clock on Jinx 24. I am Alex James broadcasting live at Jinx News News Center at Elitotronics Telemedia headquarters in Elite City. The headlines this Sunday afternoon. Happening now, Elite City Cryptors.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Cryptor.
And I am Mark E. Cryptor. Broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour. Esports and gaming. Game on. Elite City Cryptors and Team Suki compete right now in special sponsored esports match in best of 7. Counter Blitz Striker as Team Suki to take on DRBE this evening.
Autos and racing. News update. Bear has been caught after it was spotted onto the track fallen from a tree in past moments at Zen Speedway. Race is now scheduled to start at 14:12 RDK ELC.
Countdown parties to be held across Elitopia and Tronic Diamond Union for the new Quad Geotricon at NTS 1000.4 to occur this evening at 0 KTS, 1900 RDK ELC.
Canberra Telemedia to undergo test of Happy New LeapKan 2024 in which to occur in the next week this after successful event in 2020, EY1020, KB.P15, TX.Y20.
Midday shark alarm in Silver City. Corgitopia was a false alarm that was blamed on compact submarine. Operator of the submarine has since apologized for the false activation, as that was a horrific mistake.
Coming up at past, we will highlight today's trending and popular stories on social media and more, one of it being, #ECRVSSuki, regarding esports in which is red hot right now.
But first, we have to pass you an important and high-priority programming alert to pass to you off the top.
Today's edition of Vero's VWGT needed to prematurely end, as I said prior to the show I didn't. The Elite City Cryptors and Team Suki esports match is red hot, as it's most trending this hour even this minute on all fronts and in most areas, as this results in VWGT hosts to be reassigned to cover for Elito GRESP as they arrived to DG Square Elitosat after going through busy traffic via car.
This after earlier notice that was shown before RDK 3000 TriStar today Blitz start in which state code VGR in which as a preventative measure, to preempt VWGT for the day this a moment or two prior to follow-up message.
Just a reminder, VWGT Extra is airing now on Vero Plus, and RDK, GRE, SP2 Plus on Elito GRESP News 24, Deck Mill. The hosts to be back for tonight's VWG2N. This as they are covering the esports match in which kicked off in the past 2.5 Dino choice, as Elite City Cryptors takes on against the Suki, aka Team Suki in which consist of hardcore gamers who gets invited to compete for today's match. As they compete in best of 7 in Counter Blitz Striker 2 in 24 and 6 format.
This in the special sponsored match being Z Fuel, ZGR, Esports Gamer Battle Suki Siege 2024, EY1024. We go live with Joey R. Cryptor to kick off the coverage, live at Digi Square Elitazot. Demon?
Yes! This as it's among the contested ones yet. This as Digi Red Blitz Esports is spectating the esports match, also some from Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports also known as Team R3T as Team R3T is coaching on Team Suki very good as DRBE is coaching. On ECR is my brothers Daniel Rakshaw, Rex Rakshaw and Max Rakshaw is among those participating for Team Suki.
Game on. You are right, Joey. This is Rex, also Daniel to the my right, camera's left and Max to the camera's right, my left, are among the participants for Team Suki. Giving a huge shout out to Daniel Kipa Ionier in Altronic City, Robert Zarkers, Kin 2000 from Kanbordeean City, Scott Smith from Silver City, Korhatopia, to Casper, Hydrox, Bradley, Skittles, and Soro and their caregivers, and Trexer and Chris Zylastar from Trex City up north.
few beasts.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Crypter. Jakur, Chris Kaistar.
And I am Marky Crypter, Mark Elitistar, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour.
Julian, take note once the clock tower plays the first toll from the Elitopian Parliament buildings once clock strikes 7, we blast the Eurobeat as we open up the trunks and hatches as I have good view of the clock tower from the side as the Elito Swift to sound the ship horn and set off fireworks going east at 2 to 3 knots, to mark the new quad Giatrocant of Niatrocant 1000.4. You must be at its ready as well.
Yes, no wonder you migrated things from the Savage's Evo 9 to your Evo 9 including the tune setup. Nitrous, even the stereo system. The Savage was sentenced to death for acts for illegal street racing before pre-dawn October 31st, 2023 as you obtained things from what used to be Dewey's Skyline R34 GTR-Z2, the Alfa Romeo initial used to drive, and the BRZ Suburb used to drive. Also the GR Yaris, the Devil GRY driver sold it to you for your epic tune on your Evo 9 with an epic twin-turbo supercharged inline 4 even upgraded battery and electric motors.
Yes, as it have over 1,350 PS metric horsepower, a megawatt, and over 1,600 plus Newton meters of torque.
1 megawatt? That is insane power and torque. Anyhow, I am go. The subwoofer is now 1% of power of your car. 10,000 watts as I upgraded it.
10 kilowatts. That is insane. Mine is half of it, 5,000 watts. With adjustable regulator in place as I do not want it to overpower it, as I have same 10,000 watt subwoofer but toned down the wattage. I hear the clock chimes, it's about time as I check the seconds on the in-car clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! New Common 9 NTS 1000.4.
This is KipHex24 News Midnight. I am Sean Kipstar broadcasting live over at KipHex24 News Center Studios, Studio KH, at KipHex24 Global Headquarters in Mudcup City, Kipnianershan. We welcome to the viewers at KB News 24 Deck in Kanbordeean City in the Silum Cast. Headlines at midnight. KipHex24 alert, fire alarm going off at KBMK headquarters at stroke of Hewexitex New Year. Programming on KBMK networks including KB News 24 Deck is suspended. Happening now, fireworks going off in Altronic City, Omnistar, Hex City, and across Hewexitex Union to kick off the Hewexitex year of 1003 XE as fireworks to last until 015 MKC. Test of Happy New LeapKan for Canbernet and Canberra TV and Kanbordeean television is slated in less than 2 hours after 2355 kbts, 155 MKC, KIP, HXC.
The final stage of latest Happy New Leap contest is in progress on domestic Kanbornet and Kanbordeean TV channels in Kanbordeean television. To wrap up in next minute for midnight news.
Esports and Gaming, Semifinals Bravo of Neo Ion Gamer Force Winter Esports 2023-2024 tournament takes place tonight at 1900 hours RDK ELC Ion. Ion Topless Bionics take on Optic Neo. Winner takes on Neon City Ionic this week, in which the Ionic shuts out Ion Phase 3-2 yesterday in Semi-Finals Alpha. In the afternoon.
We begin with developing news as we are following a developing story from Kanbordeean City with Hextopolian connection. The fire alarm for the new Hewexitex year of 1003 XE at KBMK, home of KB News 24 Deck, our affiliate, in Kanbordeean City, is a confirmed debilitate false fire alarm.
The alarm occurred at 2200 hours KBTS, midnight Hex City and noon RDK ELC. Person responsible being tourist from Hextopolia who over-celebrate and went to KBMK, home of KB News 24 Deck and blasted NYE audibles via car, and yanked at fire alarm pull lever. According to Kanbordeean Center News Wires and KB News 24 Deck, he has been arrested by Canberra police and is being held in the holding cell serving detention before facing possible deportation this week.
Hextopolian authorities plan to sentence the fellow once he heads back to Hex City, to 6 months in jail, but Kanbordeean authorities told Hextopolian counterpart to sentence him to death. But Tronic Diamond Court Council challenges that, stating the punishment is too harsh in which exceeds Tronic Diamond standards. In addition, death penalty is abolished across Tronic Diamond Union since months.
However, earlier I have to put the sensor pod on your diaper, Hydrox, as I set up the app on my phone, Pocket Mate, laptop tablet combo, and my smartwatch.
Good move. Hope you turn on notifications.
I already have done so, as I access the history of the codes and values, also the fitness tracker module on your new watch, to monitor heart rate, stats on your health, hydration, sleep, blood sugar, sugar intake, and such. As I check the readout on my device, also check the past record as it to send notification to let me know of abnormal values in which might yield attention to the doctor. Although the Elito castle has been modernized, there are some things that are left intact and which are among the original, including this first mechanical clock replacing the water clock, as it's a long case weight driven clock with self wind-up. As it has been implemented since EY 160 or 1160 AD, as it was run since day one, for some reason after 864 years, in 2024, EY 1024 still runs, as I check my watch, as the clock in main dial shows sign time, still keeps decent accuracy although in later years. Added the 24-hour markings on the brim of the clock face, although under King Trenton's ruling, the clock compartment has been added beside to show 8x64 format. Since 1924, EY 924, the numbers in Western Arabic was added, and just this year, 2024, EY 1024, since mid-January or mid-alpha, new clock face was put on by fellows at Jinx time, and just today, earlier in the hour, at 1300 hours, 75.0 EMT and 1900 TRX. Elito crafted subject that adds a 12-hour clock compartment to the top with 24-hour sub-dial in which shows Elite City time, also the Kino Choi, second, and Deciand hand, plus the EMT and TRX clock as well.
Yes, this is Queen Crystal's brother, Prince Sigma, built the clock for the Elito castle, although under King Trenton's ruling, the king told the personnels during the Spinel purge to not destroy the clock as it's essential to timekeeping, as it should be kept protected.
Elito Wizard and Princess Omega, but I want to get you attention to the TV on one side as I Elite have amazing vision, as I note Elito News 24 deck mill with correspondent mentioning on potentially sports announcement at 1340.
If that gets announced, when does it start?
To be determined, correspondent to announce it, but held at RDK main HQ, consider tuning to channel 5.
On it, Princess Omega, tune to RDK TV DT channel 5.1. RDK 3000 TriStar television service on TV Bravo, immediately. Alright, Mark, do come back before 1340 as the announcement of esports match in motorsport to be due by then. Anyhow, the person responsible for insult to Hydrox to be kicked out and banned until March 2024 as RDK security has arrived as the security guards to boot him out. Alright, to be quick. Mark X Cryptor, don't forget the Trex Breeze. Alright, Raptor. Mark Z Cryptor, Mark Zaniels, Raptor, the person responsible for insult to Hydrox being person who was touring RDK TSR Center GR from Xenopolis City, Xenopolia. He to also be banned from RDK Zeno until March 15, 2024 or Gamma 14, EY 1024. I do note, Corey Z Cryptor, Corey Xanders, Fera, as he is friend of gaming live streamer from Xenopolis City, in which are partners of Scott Illitastar, as I am in active video call with Steve Ricksaw. Steve Ricksaw, please be advised, Jeremy Xenotrex is temporary banned from RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City, and at RDK Zeno in Xenopolis City until middle of next month for insult to Skunk in Diaper, Hydrox, relative of Casper. Thank you, Mark, as I will sever ties in partnership with Jeremy in live streaming, as insults of any kind is wrong, including to furries in diapers, as that is prohibited on platform, including during live streaming and off platform.
Steve, why are you severing partnership ties to Jeremy Xenotrex? This may negatively affect our live streaming channel, unless we make new partnership with another notable fellow.
Andrew, the person has made insult to furry in diapers, he gets instant karma, banned from RDK main HQ in Elite City and RDK Zeno until mid-March. As I check, it was also being live streamed on SignTube. Now he is terminated off the platform and his videos deleted. Good thing we are making new partnership with a trending female gaming live streamer from here in Xenopolis City, being next door neighbor as I and she was classmates at Xenopolis City High School.
Good idea. You are a genius.
Every hour on the hour, this is the 100
That is all at eSports Arena section of DG Square Elitosat. I am Raymond Blake from Elito GRESP. We hand off to SEStarzPlays for announcement.
Game on! I am Scott Elitostar, aka SEStarzPlays, as I and my friends are to be hosting the viewing parties also live streaming on my channel, this weekend, and the upcoming weekends regarding some esports in alternate verse. This being held at Gamer Lounge Alpha at DGSELZ. This is the Call of Duty League 2024 season gets into the Major 2 tournament, as that gets hosted by the Costa Heretics, presented by the firm in alternate verse, Gamergy, as we show the upcoming fixtures on the screen and verbally recapping the initial week of qualifiers. It's a no-show for the Heretics in the opening match as the T-Ultra blanks the Costa Heretics 3-0 as the Subliners shut out the Royal Ravens 3-2 on the 16th, toward the 17th. The Royal Ravens get shut out by the Breach as well 3-1 as Heretics get defeated again by the A-Face 3-1. As the Subliners blank the Surge 3-0. Toward the 18th, the Guerrillas get defeated by the Legion 3-1 as the Ultra shuts out the Rocker 3-2 and Star Thieves blanks the Optic Longhorns 3-0. This in week 1 of the qualifiers in online play. As for the tournament to be LAN play, the match schedule is to be announced being held at the Convention Center in the Sunshine State in Patriot Land in Evie in Fort La Venica, next to Vice Magic Hostabile. Not to mention Overwatch as the Overwatch League gets scrapped following the 2023 Grand Finals. However, the format gets changed as it's to be more like traditional format as the action is slated to kick off in the next month once we head toward March. Further info to be discussed at later day. I am SEStarzPlays reporting for VWGT. Game on! This as we hand off to the Marquee.
Thank you Scott Elitostar. I am Mark E. Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar, with Chris K. Crypter over at Studio RDE. The VWGT rundown becomes RDK TSRT rundown as we bring up what's ahead on RDK 3000 TriStar today. Blitz coming up at the top of the hour on RDK 3000 TriStar television service.
We have the latest on Rock Band replacing Ion Neo, being Ion 2-4 as the tours has been announced as they to perform at Ion Sphere at the Neo Ion Gamer Force Winter Esports Grand Finals 2024 halftime show.
In addition, we focus on first anniversary of Webchester and Pecco-Finicolan adjusting clocks as we have live report on Webchesterians and Pecco-Finicolans adapting to clock change with Webchester Field School Board adjusting school class to start 60 minutes later and late dismissal from classes in the 2023 to 2024 school year.
Also, the Synergy Outdoor Expo 2024 EY1024 gets into full swing this weekend as the press preview is underway as we showcase the releases and exhibitions to be presented during the event in the show. This is Mark E. Crypter to cover the event in the press. This is an RDK 3000 TriStar Esports alert. Make that a VWGT and RDK 3000 TriStar Esports alert. We have received word that there are gonna be an esports match to occur at the top of the hour, 1400 RDKELC. In a friendly esports match, as Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports to compete, reportedly without opponent, in esports in virtual motorsport, an e-race, sim racing, and e-pre indeed. They to compete in Speed Blitz 2024 racing video game, in a time-based e-race of 3 hours.
The virtual track to compete being Circuit Fury, some settings to be applied to the competition mode, damage on, fuel and charge simulation on, LSD on, traction auto, environment, cool, breezy, variable skies, in-game time sync with clock time. Uplink to RDK 3000 TriStar Master Clock being RDK 3000 TriStar Clock Time and Elite City Time regarding today's date and the clock time at 1400 hours and 0 seconds at start of the match. The event to be held at RDK TSR Event Center GR at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ on Elitotronics Street here in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia, as we have given additional details, Hydrox, to be among the participants to compete, and to be televised on RDK GRESP Alpha. Also on separate audio or multi-view of this channel, and on the radio on RDK 3000 TriStar Radio Service 2.
The event in the viewing party gets confirmed to be hosted at Digi Square Elitosat at the eSports Arena section, as we learn, also at Digi TreX in Trex City, Trexland, as that is to be televised also on TDESP, Omni ESP and ATR ESP TV. With viewing party also at ESPA and Digitron in Alftronic City. Also at DigiCon 7 Kanbordeean in Kanbordeean City as coverage also to be on Kanbor Net 3, KB7 Gamer TV and KB Gamer X.
This is the coverage also to be on Elito GRESP and Elito GRESP Radio 100.7.
The match starts slated at the top of the hour, 1400 hours RDK 3000 TriStar clock time and Elite City time. Also time in Trex City, Topless and Blitzadinozanuli, 2 o'clock p.m. on the 12-hour clock system. Dozy 2 o'clock in duodecimal, on Wednesday, February 21, 2024, 79.1 EMT and 1900 TRX, 755 or 74 Dozy 7 sine and 791 deci, 5066 MLT and straight at Mark 95 EZT on Pleiades, Beta 22nd, Elite Year EY 1024 and Bidwida, Quadio Z, Nerf Day, Alpha Biorex 22nd, Trex Year TX.Y24, Midnight KBTS Kolichi 0 Dozinal 0 on Darwinoda 22nd Mabelozi KB.P19, Spinelia Dozy 5th or 17th of 2nd Mesa, KB.SDY Grove 2 Dozy 9 or 177, 791 Kiatrokans on Viatrokant 100,041 6's Day Friday Beta 22nd, TDE 2001, 1,416 Miatrokans TDCX, 2001/051 TDRT, 1300 Rexer, Tordita City and Xenopolis City, Noon Sharkville, 1100 Kaser City, 1000 Ultimate City, 1900 Coordinated Universal Time, 2000 Webchesterfield, Midnight Silver City, 0200 Kipniwanershan Hewexitex, 0100 Kipling, 2000 Muni, 0400 Splatoon, 2300 Caneonian, 1915 Pecofenicolan, Sinau Trichi Cinquo Splix Octal Time.
Coverage of subject also confirmed on Elito Speed under Elitotronics Telemedia affiliation. To recap, Team R3T to compete in esports in virtual motorsport, E-Pre/E-Race at 1400 hours RDK ELC, 3-hour timed E-Race, in Speed Blitz 2024 wrapping up at 1700 hours RDK ELC late this afternoon. Hydrox to be participating. They to compete in virtual track of Circuit Fury, selected by Hydrox.
This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Esports alert.
We have an important and high-priority programming alert on deck. Due to the nature of the subject we explain, the VWGT hosts are being reassigned to cover the event for Elito GRESP, for Game Day Live today, as the substitute hosts are unavailable to cover remainder of VWGT as production has been transferred to RDK 3000 TriStar Television Studio Productions. Due to the eSports Plus Synergy Outdoor Expo, this will yield extended edition of RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz Edition, as our producers has decided to end today's edition of VWGT, as the hosts will be back for tonight's edition of VWG2N, as Mark E. Crypter is en route to Elite City Convention Center as he left the set in past moment as I Chris K. Crypter to be anchoring solo for RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz, as it to air at the top of the hour on RDK 3000 TriStar television service and Silimcast on Vero. This as we have to wrap up VWGT for the afternoon. Before we go, today's edition of VWGT Extra on Vero Plus is being pre-emptied due to the coverage of Neo Ion Gamer Force 2024 Winter Esports Finals coverage to occur at 1400 RDK ELC. I am Chris K. Crypter from Studio RDE at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Elitopia. This has been Virtual World Gaming today. For those on Chronos, we hand off to Chronos until 1400, and for RDK 3000 TriStar television service, we hand off to sister network coverage RDK 3000 TriStar television service Webchester feed for RDK 3000 TriStar Today Webchester Evening Edition. Goodbye. This is RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz Edition. I am Chris K. Cryptor, reporting live over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. Mark E. Cryptor is on assignment as with Mike Z and Christina A. Today is February 21, 2024. The headlines at 1400 RDK ELC this Wednesday afternoon. Esports and Gaming plus Autos and Racing. The esports virtual motorsport event Hydrospeed has been declared a charity event for a cause toward support to regression and autism. As it kicks off now, this as Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports is among the participants, competing at RDKTSR Event Center GR. Hydrox among participants supervised by Mark X Cryptor. They compete in Speed Blitz 2024.
Hydrox, here's the plushie. If you win or finish runner-up or third place, you can keep it.
Take note, Casper, Hydrox is in competition mode now. He can't be disturbed, however you can direct that to me. As for concerning the plushie, sure, as I to give it to Hydrox once he finishes in the top 3, maybe something from me to Hydrox if he wins.
Alright, Mark X Cryptor.
We want to welcome the viewers on Vero Television in the Silimcast. The top story: Esports and Gaming plus Autos and Racing. Hydro Swift 2024, EY1024, TX.Y24, KB.P19, KB.SDY Grove 229, Niatricont 1000.4, TDE 2001. The esports motorsport event has kicked off since 1400 RDK ELC at start of this RDK 3000 TriStar Today newscast, as we are broadcasting this on all networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, television, radio, streaming and more, as Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports compete in Charity E-Prix in a 3-hour E-Prix in racing video game Speed Blitz 2024 toward cause in support of autism and regression.
Update to Jeremy Zenitrex. He has arrived to Xenopolis City in past half hour. He has been cursed by my friend Xenoguardian from Xenopolis City. Xenopolia an ultimate sacrifice to Jeremy for insult to Hydrox pre-match. In the last several moments on report via Elito News 24 Deck Mill citing Xeno24, he has been cursed to death in a fiery explosion at City Park in which ignite nearby pine tree on fire. This behind Jeremy's house in which fire from pine tree set the house on fire in which flames was so massive, it burned down. This before fire department arrive.
I do note, however, the firefighters from the Xenopolis City Fire and Rescue arrived to Jeremy Xenotrex's house, at least what's left of it, and quickly goes into action to put the fire out as there are mass fire truck presence.
I do not expect the fire department from Xenopolis City. Xenopolia respond in mass response, unlike the one just the other night for Elite City Fire Department on multi-alarm call response after former King Trentian tried to assassinate me, but ends up AWOL in a massive explosion and fire engulfing the abandoned building last used in centuries, killing him.
This is I want to thank you for the kind support as I give Mark a hug for coaching me a lot.
No wonder I am surprised that Hydrox wins the virtual race. I am going to challenge him and his friends, with his owner driving in a physical race as I got my car tuned for it, as we race in the week ahead.
Good idea, however, on weather that is favorable, most likely end of the month as there's rain changing to snow and breezy and turning cold forecast on the 27th but quickly warming up late afternoon on the 28th. As there's also rain this weekend. February 29th, 2024 is your best bet.